Project Self-Sufficiency is proud to have served our communities for the past 30 years.
In 1984, the Loveland and Fort Collins housing authorities began the application process for a pilot program that was later to become Project Self-Sufficiency. They were selected and began services in 1986 for single-parent families.
We were one of 78 communities nationwide that were selected to participate in the program. That began the journey that we are on still today.
By 1986, 60 families were enrolled in the program. Only 2 short years later, the Willow Place apartment complex that housed up to 20 single-parent families was constructed by the Loveland Housing Authority. Over the next 5 years, many programs were developed to address specific barriers that single parents were facing. In 1992, volunteers began repairing vehicles free of charge for Project Self-Sufficiency participants.
We had developed a core network of volunteers, and they worked out of their garages on participants' cars. And then it evolved, it got to a lot more formalized because we saw a greater need for car repairs. So we worked with the City of Fort Collins Fleet Services. They hosted car clinics using their garages and all their equipment.
In 2014, we spoke to our staff, our instructors, students, etc., and said, we have this opportunity to give back to the community, and so we cleared through the institution the ability for us to donate, 1 day a month on a Saturday, work with the participants and the staff from Project Self-Sufficiency, and here we are, moving the vehicles through our shop with our instructors and students to make sure that the vehicles are in proper working condition.
Also in 1992, Project Self-Sufficiency awarded the first scholarship to program participants through the Scholarship Fund.
The Scholarship Fund was established as a vehicle for donors to support participants in achieving their educational goals.
In 1997, Project Self-Sufficiency received its first donated vehicle.
In 1997, we donated the first car, and it was not a true program at that time. It was something that was going to be tried to provide another service to help participants be successful.
Project Self-Sufficiency quickly realized that a big piece of participant success was helping their children thrive. This led to the creation of the Boundless Children's Fund, the Cool Kids Fund, and the Childcare Scholarship Fund.
Participants of Project Self-Sufficiency can apply to the Childcare Scholarship Funds so that they can attend school and have their children taken care of in a licensed daycare center or home. Over the last 10 years, we've awarded over 325 scholarships for childcare, and it amounts to over $328,000.
2004 also saw the creation of the Transportation Fund. 1 year later, the Mental Health Fund was established to help participants pay for much-needed counseling. In 2008, volunteers from Intel began tutoring participants in math.
I tutored math through most of college, and it's something I enjoy doing, and so I thought I'd like to continue. I know I've worked with people who are going into nursing and some law enforcement.
When they realize that they can actually pass a math class, they feel like they can do anything.
It's satisfying to see somebody come back to you and say, look, I got an A on a test. I never thought I would get an A on a math test.
In 2010, the Fort Collins Housing Authority began giving priority status at Matuka Court to families enrolled in Project Self-Sufficiency, providing much-needed additional housing support to Fort Collins families. The Housing Fund was also established to help families with rent and utilities. In 2012, Career Connections was created to support career-related job placement activities through help with job searches and internship placement.
Our advisors noticed that participants were in a very competitive job market as they graduated from 2-year or 4-year degree programs, but they didn't have relevant job experience. So we recruited a committee of volunteers, many of whom had career counseling experience or human resource experience or managerial experience to really help participants get internships in their final year of school.
In 2015, an expansion of the partnership with the Women's Foundation of Colorado allowed for a strategic focus on STEM-related internships, further enhancing the impact of the Career Connections Committee.
One of the reasons why we are so pleased to be a supporter of Project Self-Sufficiency is because we share a primary goal of helping women to become more financially secure. And through career connections, the women who become exposed to the full range of opportunities that are available to them and receive the kind of coaching and training that's necessary for them to succeed, then they are able to earn higher rates of income over the course of their entire lifetime.
At Project Self-Sufficiency, we are committed to 30 more years of strengthening our community. What role will you play in our success?